Hey guys, welcome back. I can't lie, I am feeling so rusty with Minecraft right now. As I mentioned before, I've been on holiday and I was actually away for 2 full weeks, so I am very out of practice. And just in case you're wondering, I went to Croatia and it was absolutely beautiful. I'll put a couple of pictures I took up on the screen, but yeah, it was hot and relaxing, which was lovely, but it has meant I haven't played Minecraft in absolutely ages. So you'll have to be a bit patient with me for my first vault or two. As for today's plan, I think I pretty much just want to run some vaults, although I did notice that I have this sword in my inventory. So I'm guessing because this has a pretty good attack roll that I planned on rolling this and seeing what I can get. And it could be a good replacement for our current sword. So let's see if we can get some good modifiers. So let's take a look at this. It is so much more attack damage, and instead of having 15% undead damage, 33% arthropod and 28% illager, which they are the most difficult dungeons we come across. And I do like the sweeping hit, but shocking hit chance could be interesting. Tell you what, there's only 13 crafting potential left on this sword, so let's at least try this, because we should at least do a lot more damage, which would be amazing. And now we've got that sorted, let's see what our first crystal of the day needs. And before we go in, let's take a quick look at our bounties. So we currently have one for completing a scav, and then we have one for gathering elixir, and then we have kill 12 tank mobs. Okay, let's take kill 12 tank mobs, and we'll see if we happen to get a scav, and then if not, maybe I'll decide to use a seal later on or something. What's it gonna be? It is, ooh, elixir, and with a favour from Wendar. Okay, let's see how doable this elixir is, and hopefully I will remember how to play Minecraft again. Ooh. Yep, I'm definitely a little bit rusty. I also forgot completely that the shocking hit also counts for my thorns and also for my javelin, so that's definitely very interesting. Okay, that was pretty cool. We'll have to see how it works overall in practice, but so far, the shocking hit definitely seems interesting. And man, this elixir looks like it's going to be pretty difficult, because I think we've actually had some decent rolls, but it is not filling up very fast. How close are we? Oh, we only have to do 2 more. That's pretty good. I will take both the elixir and the bounty. Thank you very much. Oh, there's a champion in here. Let's drink this up. Get some regen. Ooh, thank you for the vault helmet. Ooh, normal. Oh man, it's coins. Coins don't give me anything. Honestly, let's try and just find wherever the champion is and get that. Hey bud. Thank you for the boots. Man, we were so close. Go! Yes! Oh, that was close. I had my kiwis out just in case. But that was actually a pretty good run. 154 chests, 412 mobs. I will take that as the first run back, blimey. That was, honestly, a much better run than I expected. We got a jewel and 8 gear pieces, a mod box, a bunch of vault diamonds, and honestly, a lot of basic materials, which I never really point out, but I always need them so much, like silk and driftwood and all of this stuff. Plus, we completed our bounty, which is always a nice bonus. As for our jewel, it is actually not too bad. And our gear? Ooh, well, we got an epic, so that's pretty awesome. We have a pretty decent magnet, which I might keep hold of. Also a decent magnet, but it's probably worth keeping hold of as well. 14 armor is scrap. 16 armor common, I'll double check it. 16 armor common again, I will double check that because I've really lost track of what I've got in my spares at this point. 14 armor is scrap. 15 armor, but ooh, max movement speed. This could actually be really interesting. That might be worth keeping hold of. And this is an axe, so that's also scrap. Okay, I'd say that wasn't bad for a first run back, but I'm kind of hoping we can do better in our second vault, or at least maybe complete the objective. So let's get ourselves a crystal. And we can also take a new bounty, so we have Gather Elixir, and we have Submit 77 Vault Apples for a fundamental focus. Well, we're going to do this. Thank you very much. We'll leave this here for now, and I guess we may as well take this one for Gather Elixir. And then that way, if we get either a scav or an elixir and we complete it, we're working our way towards a bounty, which will be very nice. And that probably means that I've guaranteed myself to either get Hunt the Guardians or Monolith, but let's see what we get. We have... Find the Monoliths. Well, I mean, I called it. What difficulty? Extreme? If it's zombies, this might be doable. The other great thing about Extreme is you get even more loot than usual, which I appreciate. Although I think I'm going to call it there, because that was starting to get a little bit tricky with 5 of them. Still, we got a lot of stuff out of there, even from what we did get. I guess we may as well check up here, in case... Yes! There we go. Okay, there are a lot of ores in this vault. Hello, monolith. Thank you. Oh, hello, champion. Wait, did that champion just give me a trinket? That champion just gave me a trinket. Okay, that has got to easily be the best thing that a champion has ever given me. Well, that's poison. Oh man, I can't wait to roll that. I mean, I knew that they can give some really good stuff, and like, I got a pog from one, and that was awesome. But that is just really, really good. Ah! Okay, that thing is tiny. I have a hard enough time hitting the other things, let alone something that small. What are you? Normal. A sword. I will take it. Thank you. Thank you. And there's even another monolith. Well, hello. Oh, thank you. That's the last one we need. Perfect. I actually really didn't think we were going to get there. With 42 seconds left. We found it. Ooh. That was also really good. Obviously not anywhere as many chests looted or even mobs killed, although we got an awful lot of ores and coins. But we also completed, which is absolutely huge. And we leveled up. and we got 2 jewels, 5 gear pieces, that wonderful trinket, and a whole ton of ores and bronze. So I'd definitely say that was another successful run. And of course we completed our vault, and we have the bounty crate from before we went in, so we have even more stuff to roll. Wait, that's an artifact. Oh man, a trinket and an artifact from the same vault? I think that's possibly one of our luckiest ones yet. So that got us 3 more jewels and 4 more gear pieces, and of course our unidentified artifact, which I am very excited about. But we still need to do this in the correct order, so jewels first. We have a decent sized living jewel, a way too big gilded jewel. Ooh, I think Hydro Void is a new one that they added in one of the latest updates. And it's basically that if you mine water, it disappears. Or I think if you mine any liquid. So that's pretty cool. I'll keep hold of that. That is probably a bit big, although might be able to be cut down. And finally, that is probably too big to bother cutting down for coin. Okay, I guess we need to see about all of this gear. We have 16 armor scrappy is probably scrap. 14 armor scrappy is definitely scrap. That's an axe, so that's scrap. 14 armor is scrap. 19 thorns damage is pretty low, so that's scrap. 14 armor is scrap. 15 armor, that's probably scrap. It's a rare, but at 14 armor, that's also going to be scrap. And finally, 26.5 attack damage. That's half a damage more than my current sword, but it's only a common, so I'll double check that against my spares. Okay, and now we have our trinket and our artifact left to roll. And I think we're gonna do the trinket first, so let's see if we get something interesting. Treasure goggles, ooh. Grants vision of chests and coin piles with their associated colour in a nearby area around you. That could actually be amazing, especially in something like an Omega room where it can be really hard to find all of the chests. Like the living Omega room, it's so hard to find all of the chests. This could actually be really helpful for something like that. That's very interesting. I will definitely keep hold of that, and maybe we can find some good uses for it in the future. But before then, we still need to roll our artifact, and we currently have these 4, so let's just really hope we don't get a duplicate. I know I say this every time, and so far we haven't, but with every roll, getting a new one, we're more and more likely to get a duplicate, so let's see what we get. It's a new one. Oh, let's put it up there. I love these things. They look so cool, and we've got 5 of them. I think there's like 25 in total or something like that. We are definitely well on our way. And since we leveled up to level 61, we have an unspent skill point. And I think for now I'm going to go for another level in heal because it does bring the cooldown down slightly. It does cost 3 more mana and I'm not in a brilliant position for mana at the moment, but I could also really do with the extra healing ability. So let's do this. Okay, I think we have time for one more vault, and I think I might make it a scav vault so we can try and complete this bounty. I could also do an elixir, but we already ran one of those today, so I think I'm going to go with a scav. But first, we need a crystal, and then we can seal it. And you know what? I think let's try out these treasure goggles. I really want to see what they look like, and it might come really in handy for a scav where we need to find all sorts of different chests, so that could be interesting. I'm really intrigued by these things. What do we need? 4 drowned hides, 9 blood vials, 2 sacks could be interesting, and then 11 purple mob essence. I mean, it's definitely not the hardest scav I've seen. We might be able to do this. I'm very interested in what... Oh, so that's saying like, oh, down there there's some wooden. Okay, so how close do I need to be to see that? Oh, there's some ornates. Okay. I still definitely need to get used to the range of these things, but I can see how they could be very useful. Just, yeah, really need to get used to the range on them, because if you don't know the range, it's really hard to know where to look. Ooh. A normal piglet? Oh. Okay. I do really need drowned hides, so I'm gonna try and do this for the living chests. There's a thing in here as well, which means, yep, it's the champion room. Helpful. Come on. Ooh. Oh, and some epic leggings? That's pretty awesome. Okay, there's still a bunch of chests in here. And this is vault boots for... Ooh, that's some good item rarity. Okay, how did we do? Okay, well, we got 3 of the 4 drowned hides we need. I'd say that's a pretty successful dungeon, if you ask me. There's some ornates down here. Yeah, this is... Oh, and there's some living over there. Okay, yeah, this is definitely being helpful. Although I don't know where those living are. There's our drowned hide. Yeah, and then it's like, oh, look, there's a bunch of ornates in here. Yep, I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot. Now I'm slowly getting the hang of it, at least. Oh, that's 1 sack. And another sack. Okay, I think we have both of the sacks we need and all of the drowned hides. We still need 4 more mob essence and 6 more blood vials. What are you? Your difficulty normal. Oh, and it is coins. Okay. How are we doing? Oh, we have 15 blood vials. We're so good. Okay. Jumping time. Come on. There we go. Vault axe, thank you very much. And we may as well finish getting all of these coins since we earned them. I tell you what also, these treasure goggles are really good for looking through walls. Because yeah, now I'm like, oh, there's some ornates down here somewhere. And that is a very useful thing to know. I'm already pretty sold on these things, especially for scavs. I'm sure they're useful in other places too, but when it comes to a scav, I feel like this is possibly one of the most helpful things you could have. Because it takes a lot of the guesswork out of things. Sure. Thank you for the favour, Wendy. I think that might be our first favour of the day, which is quite unusual, but I'm glad for it either way. Gives us something to start off next episode with. And we need sacks. We need drowned hide. We need purple mob essence. And we also need blood vials. Perfect. Thank you very much. Whew. And bounty complete. 149 chests, 179 coin piles. Yeah, that was such a good vault. We got like 10 jewels and 13 gear pieces, a ton of bronze, and we completed both the vault and the bounty. So this is an absolute ton more stuff. I'm gonna have to sort through all of this. Give me a second. And that gave us 6 more jewels and 8 more gear pieces, including an absolute ton of rare ones. So this should be very interesting. but I think I'm actually going to slightly change how I look at both jewels and gear going forward, because we've just started to get so much of both. I think going through everything it's a bit boring for all of you guys, I'm sure, because I just sort of go, it's too big, that's scrap, and I don't really go into any detail with anything because there's just so much of it. So I think what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to go through it myself, and then for both of them I'm just going to show you highlights or things that I want to particularly comment on. So I'm going to take a look at the jewels and then I will show you if we manage to find anything good. Okay, so the absolute best jewels I got out of this lot are these three. So I've got a 12 size vanilla immortality, which is very good. And then we also have a 29 size, which is a little bit big, but I do really like getting durability jewels, so I'm probably going to keep hold of this one. And then we also have this forge jewel, which is size 24 for ornate and mining speed, so that is actually a really nice combination. And then these four are ones where they might be worth trying to cut down, so this like size 35, 39, 32 and 46, but they're all for modifiers that I actually really value, so like mining speed and item quantity and all of that stuff. And now it's time to take a look at all of this gear, of which there's quite a lot of it, so let's see what we get. Well, that's a whole bunch more transmogs, including 2 new epic ones, so I'm going to take a look through all of this and I will show you guys if anything good comes up. Okay, and out of all of this gear, I think I'm going to be keeping these 3 and I'm going to check these 2 against my backups. So the ones that I'm keeping are this rare magnet, which is pretty good and I think should make it for a good backup if something happens to mine, so that's very nice. This one is a rare chestplate with 16 armor and a pretty good ability power, plus it looks really cool as a chestplate, so I kind of want to see what that one looks like. And then these leggings are epic and they've also got a legendary item quantity roll. Now, unfortunately, I'm not really interested in like the knockback resist that it's rolled, and I probably won't actually try and remove it in case it removes the item quantity. So I'm not 100% sold on it, but at the moment, that's definitely going to be worth keeping hold of. As for the 2 that I'm going to check, there's this one which has a perfect block chance roll, so I'm definitely going to check that one in case I want to change over to block chance. And then there's also these boots which are 16 armor, which is pretty good, and also have a perfect 9 health roll, so I'll double check that one as well. And the rest of this is all just going to be scrapped. But sadly, I think that will be it for the day. I am definitely feeling less rusty than I was at the start of the day, and I just had so much fun. We had some great runs, completed a couple of vaults, and managed to get both an artifact and a trinket. So I am definitely calling today a great success. Hopefully next episode we will have just as much good luck as we did today, but until then, thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!